This is David Prosper, host of the Leadership Revolution. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast from Public House Media.
Hello, my friend. I hope that you are having a great week. I just want to let you know that I'm thinking about you, and I hope that with 2021 coming, I hope that you are not throwing in the towel and waiting for January 1st. I hope that you're not waiting until after the holidays. I hope that you're just leaning in. Growth requires so much of us, and it doesn't have to be exhausting. Not when you're aligned in your purpose. You have energy, your self-care is on point. It can be an ebb and a flow. It can have harmony and not be something that adds to your plate, but contributes to your plate in a magnificent way. Welcome to Rewritten. Rewritten is here to help you rewrite your story, no matter your past or your current circumstances, your season, no matter what. I really do believe you can live your life with limitless potential. You live your life with the choices and abundance that you want in your life. We need to be reminded of it daily. We need to be encouraged daily because it is super easy to get off course or feel stuck. Let overwhelm and exhaustion and frustration become our focus. And so leaning into Rewritten, my hope is to just realign, course correct, show you that you're just well on your way. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful journey. It's never about that destination, but on the way there. I am so excited that you are here. If you could rate and review this podcast, I would be so grateful. That is how the podcast continues to grow. Thank you for screenshotting it, uploading, tagging me, letting me know how this episode spoke to you. That means a lot. And most importantly, sharing this with a friend. It just takes one share, one moment to be intentional with this podcast with someone else. I share podcasts all the time. Some of my tops are Lewis Howes. I love his podcast. It is so good. The School of Greatness. I love Brooke Castillo. The Life Coach School podcast is amazing. I just love that she owns being a powerful woman. I love that she is not afraid to go for it. And I just love that she is not afraid of a big life. And I need to be reminded of that because we're so used to playing it small, staying quiet, staying kind, making sure everyone else is taken care of. She just really gives you permission to continue on. And I really admire that. With Lewis Howes, I love that he interviews people that I get to hear from. I love that I have access to all these thought leaders, these innovators, these incredible stories that he allows us to hear. It is so incredible. I love the quote of the day show. I love that it's quick, and I love that it is from someone who's been in the trenches. It is just really powerful for me to hear those 15-minute stories of inspiration and grit and determination of their story. It just reminds me of where I'm going, and I'm incredibly grateful for that. Those are probably some of my top 3 podcasts that I definitely love leaning into each and every week. I love that we have access to an app that can seriously change how we think, improve our life. It's just amazing. And so thank you so much. I share those all the time. And if you could just share this, I would be so grateful. So the time change happened. 1 p.m. feels like 7 p.m. Anyone else? It's dark in the morning, really dark in the morning. I get up early and it is cold, right? You just want to stay snuggled in bed. It hit me. I have a very strong routine. I made it even stronger these last few weeks. I tuned it up. I start my morning off with waking up, drinking 16 ounces of water. I have it right next to my bed. And I open up my devotion. I always just picture every morning, I mean, maybe not every morning, but a lot of my mornings, that Jesus is just at the foot of my bed, just saying, I cannot wait to show you today. That helps me align in purpose with waking up because I wake up really early. And I'm going to get back to that in a second on the mindset of waking up early because yes, it's dark. Yes, it's cold. So I drink water, I read my devotion, and then I have a journal where I visualize my life and what I want in the future. I think that's really important. It helps you align with your purpose and where you're going. And so I picture a lot of different things. I picture what our house is going to be like, who is going to be there, and what the feeling will be. I visualize goals that I'm setting and what it's like to accomplish them. I remember our first time going through this really massive goal. I mean, 0.01%, maybe 0.001% of people hit this. It's crazy. It is not easy, but it can be simple if that makes sense. I remember visualizing getting the call after we hit it. That is what I visualized every day until we hit it. And so similarly, when I'm doing my visualizations, I pick a specific thing. So for example, if I'm picturing a house full of people, I'm picturing laughter and sitting around the dinner table with nowhere to go. Like we're all just there together and that's where we want to be. And I just continue to think about that. And so it helps me think about, well, how you act is based on how your kids are want to get in, or will want to be in your life, right? How you are as a parent and as a human and all the things. So I do my visualizations. I do affirmations. I affirm because it's really easy to be our own worst critic. It's way easier to count all of where we feel like we're falling short, but instead, all of my strengths have been used against me by other people, and so it's easy to believe that they're weaknesses when they're not. So I'm powerful. I'm honest. I'm blunt. I'm a thought leader. I'm a leader. I'm a great mentor. I have vision. I want a big life. I'm not afraid to go for it. I am relentless. I stop at nothing. Those are not bad qualities. People have made me think, or they wanted me to think, that those are bad qualities. And so those affirmations of I'm a patient wife, I'm an intentional parent, I'm a supportive friend, I love simplicity. I have to remind myself of that. So I write my affirmations, and that has been really amazing. And then gratitude. I'm grateful for a warm bed. I'm grateful for a clean glass of water in the morning. I'm grateful for a healthy family. I'm grateful for finding community here in Silicon Valley. I'm grateful we can FaceTime Faye's grandparents every single day. I write down those gratitude entries because it's super important to not take your life for granted, because we can so often wish to be somewhere else, wish to be farther along when we have so many gifts at our fingertips right now. Okay, back to the time change. So got me thinking. My alarm went off at 4:40, as it does every single day, Monday through Saturday. I get up at the same time every day. Sunday is my sleep-in day, and you're going to laugh on what sleeping is to me. It's probably 6 a.m. And I woke up and I was thinking, wow, it's cold and it's dark. And then it got me thinking, what are all the reasons when I first started my journey of self-care 6 years ago that I shouldn't, that I couldn't, and that I can't? I was a busy, overworked, overwhelmed, stressed out, burnt out, underpaid teacher. So I didn't have a lot of money, so I can't afford that. I don't want to waste money. I don't have money to waste, right? I'm so busy. I have no energy. I'm not motivated. Instead of leading with those thoughts, I led with the outcome that would help me. You know what? 30 minutes, I can make that work. That's shorter than a Netflix show. I'm watching Netflix every day. I can replace that. Do I want to? No. It's so much easier watching Netflix. But you know what? I wish to be in better shape and I wish to have more energy, right? I don't need motivation. I just need a better routine. I don't need motivation. I need stronger habits. Okay, well, money. I could stop going to Target and buying things that I do not need. I don't have to go to Starbucks 3 times a week. I can replace my Starbucks, which was my breakfast, which was a caramel frappuccino with no whipped cream, of course. I can replace that with a superfood shake that fills the gaps in my nutrition, helps regularity, helps my body operate better, helps reduce stress based on the ingredients. It's clean. It's going to fill me up and fuel me up. I can do that. So instead of thinking of all the reasons why I shouldn't, why I can't, or time, I'm so busy, time. Well, I could work out in my classroom after each school day. It's cold outside. It's this or that. I think what concerns me the most of when people say they shouldn't, couldn't, can't are their own limiting beliefs and the weight that they're carrying around of no self-belief, no decision-making skills. That concerns me more because self-care can only help you. It can only make you have more energy. It can only help you create stronger habits. It can only add to the greatness of the things on your plate. Because I can find someone with way more busy with way less money who still make it happen and they show up, because self-care, health, and wellness is for life. It is so important. So in this season, the holiday season, it's easy to say tomorrow, January 1st, once the holidays are done, after I go on vacation, when it's warmer out, when my kids are in a better routine, when my kids are sleeping better, when I'm not getting up in the middle of the night, blah, blah, blah. I think you should think of all the reasons why you can and what that will be like. That's such an empowering thought and feeling, way more. And you're betting on yourself. You're giving yourself way more credit instead of all the reasons. Your excuses and reasons are not helping you, not serving you, and only creating less belief, less confidence, less feeling good. So friend, as we're going into the new year, I encourage you to think about why you can, why you should, and why you will. Those are way more empowering thoughts. You've got this. Give yourself time, give yourself grace, but not too much grace. Not grace where it leads to an excuse, but grace because you're on your journey. Think about who you want to be, and you need to tap into that. Thanks so much for listening. I appreciate it greatly. If you could screenshot this, upload it, tag me. I cannot wait to hear. Talk to you soon.